Bodie, California. Old gold mine. Look at that. That is classic gold mine. Oh, look at the mountains. I couldn't tell you what they are. Eastern Sierras. No idea.
Okay, one minute. Please, I'm gonna radio the music.
Oh, we got the Hoover House. President Hoover stayed here. Quite the accommodations, eh? Look at this place. Bodie Historic Mine / Gold Town. Oop, I'm supposed to stay with the group. Yikes. Look at this. Neat. We're on a tour. Stamp tour.
Running with this drill head, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what that is? I can see it, I can see it.
Yeah.
Drill head? Drill head.
Yeah, I put the driller in there and then it shakes and you press. Okay, you're all welcome to sit on this bench-shaped trestle foundation. How many of you know about hard rock mining or mining operations? Okay, some of you know some. Okay. All right, Bodie's mining is known as hard rock mining, whereas on the west side is known mostly placer mining. That's why Placerville comes from. So when I give history talk, I give a lot of history, but since it is time in the tour, I'm going to give you just the hard rock mining. So hard rock mining tunnel system here, network of tunnel total of 55 miles in Bodie Hills. And then shafts were dug, shafts are vertical and they are dug down to 450 feet. Every time they dug 450 feet, they hit the water table. Bodie has a shallow water table. In early days, the miners, when they build their little cabins, and outhouses, that's how they lived, and then they have communal water wells. So because of the shallow water table that got contaminated, and then that water table, every time from the hilltop, 450 feet vertical down, they hit that water table and then filled up their shafts and then some of the tunnels too. So then they built this huge tank here and then pumped out and stored here and then filled the boiler from here. So this is called the standard stamp mill, or it's often referred to as 20 stamp mill because there are 20 stamp mills operated during the active mining time. And so it is 7 stories tall. And so you are sitting under trestle. And so when they mined their rocks, I'm going to show you one of these ores here. This is one of the rock ores. There's a buck here. You don't outright see shining gold here. But I was told when crushed in these mortar boxes into powder and then through cyanide process, the gold could be harvested. And this is also part of the ore. It's kind of light but diamond sparkly. So, and this guy here, by the way, is called mortar box. And when it is complete set called stamp battery, 5 stamps stood in here. I'll show you down inside. This is where they fed the ores. So they're fist size, slightly smaller than this. And when they got their ores from the mining at the end of the beginning of the trestle, they have a storage where they delivered all the ores there from the tunnels and shafts. Then from there, there's a rail line up there for the ore car. And from there, they loaded the ores and then took it to the delivery room and dumped to the floor below, called grizzly room. Grizzly room has metal grids, kind of slightly tilted. And then all the ore, sized ores, when they dump it in there, dumped on the grizzly room, grizzly metal grids, then anything that fit here went to the ore bin. Anything that didn't fit ore bin rolled to the side. And then strong men stood there with sledgehammers. Bang, bang, they sized and then put it through the metal grid. And anything that they could not crack, they put it in, this is called jaw crusher. In early days, it is powered with the wood-fired steam engine power wheel. And then that's how they operated and then crushed. And then so that is how they did that. And then down below, behind is motor boxes, then they have the controlled funnel system to feed the ores in here to be stamped to dust powder. And then this slot over here is for the a 40 square inch mesh screen. That's many times difficult to explain. 40 square inch mesh screen. What that means is, I'll show you later, in a square inch, there are 40 little square holes. That's how fine that screen is to flush out the crushed gold ore and silver and gold ore with the water. That's how they harvested their gold and silver. You line up along. All this way, please.
Wow, what a cool place.
There are nails here, so just go in there. Please kind of form a circle along the wall there.
Can I hang up here?
Yeah, please.
Can I hang her here?
No. You asked her. This way, please. This way, please. We're coming back this way. Go inside, everybody. Electrical motor room here. So this stamp mill, in early days, it operated on a wood-fired steam engine until November 1893. And that was very expensive for the standard stamp mill company. So it had a standard mill superintendent by the name of Thomas Leggett. He calculated that for a year for the stamp mill to operate on wood-fired steam engine, it cost $22,000 per year. At that time, there was a lot of money for them. So I calculated how much wood they used. They used 7,300 quarts. They used 20 quarts per day. So and that 22,000 per year was a lot of money. So he just suggested his boss to invest in hydroelectric power. So his boss agrees and then hires a company that specializes hydroelectric dam building and a power station building, and hires a company called Westinghouse. And Westinghouse then builds a hydropower station at the mouth of the Green Creek, 30 miles west from here, near Bridgeport, and then brings electricity to the standard mill here. It started in 1892, and then 1893 November, they were able to bring and electrify this stamp mill through electricity. And then here, the Standard Mill Company made history in the world. The one is stamp mill being electrified. That's one history. And the second history is the longest transmission line in the United States. That's why Bodie is also designated and recognized as the United States historic point. Not only Bodie mining history here. A horse and mule pulled wagon, and the small parts came up, the base part of the main metal came as is whole. It came from Massachusetts, I was told. And so why this? They're used for multiple tool shaping, multi-purpose. But one main purpose, this was here, is that I showed you the stem shot. Even that huge 1,000 pound pounding up and down in that motor box, 5 to 10 inches and 90 times per minute. Even that metal, that's not hollow, right? It's just this big old solid, even that would bend. So that need to be brought here and then straightened here. And then that's one main purpose. But then another person who knows more about tools was told more, this was used for other multiple purposes about shaping or straightening or repairing other tools.
Wow.
You can hold on to the railings that are strong enough.
Cool.
Upstairs, under the trestle, I showed you the motor box. And here, this is a complete set. When this is a complete set, we call it a stand battery. And here we also have that screen, and then that 40 mesh, this square inch. 40 square inch or 40 mesh square inch is very confusing for most people. So what that means is in a 1 square inch, there are 40 little square holes in this fine screen. And that is put in front of the motor box. Their ores are fed in the back to the funnel, controlled funnel system from the ore bin upstairs. And then it is then by this movement of the stamps, it's crushed in here to powder. And then after that, they put water and then flush it out. During its active mining time, they had copper sheets like that laid all the way up to the screen. This is called amalgamation table. Then on the copper sheet, they, through the brush, they laid a thin layer of mercury. And then once their gold and silver pulp is flushed out with water, it flowed down here, and then most of the gold and silver got stuck on the copper sheet because mercury has good affinity to gold and silver. That's how they collected their gold. Once they had enough gold, then they scraped off this, put it in this bucket, and then went in the safe over there. And then we had security guards and watchmen in here.